guys, it's Adam here, your Northern Tech, and you're probably wondering, why the frig am I looking at a MacBook desktop? Well, there's a reason for that. Basically, I have two movies here. I brought up the M4 for both of them. What I'm doing for this video is I'm going to try and show OnePugLife how to render his videos so that the file size is smaller, but the quality is not that much degraded. Basically, I made a 30-second video, and I rendered the first one here, this one here, the Pug1 test iMovie, using iMovie's built-in renderer, which renders in MOV format, and it's 40 megs in size. Then I went ahead and rendered it using the QuickTime renderer and called it Pug1 test.mp4, and it's 13.9 megs. So there's a huge difference in the file size, and the quality lost is not that visible. Let me show you what I did here. We'll crack into iMovie, if I can find the friggin' thing I made. Very basic, 30 seconds long. You know, I even stuffed the transition in there, a little crossfader, stuff like that. To do the rendering, to make it smaller, this is what you do. Go up to share. This is probably hear my fan just going like mad right now. This computer's old. Instead of going to export movie, go to export using QuickTime. Click it, and then export. You're going to want to make sure you choose movie to Mp4. Once you're there, right now it says use most recent settings. There's other settings in here that you can play around with, but I usually customize my own. Once you have this set, click on options. Once you're in options, make sure the file format is set to MP4, not MP4 ISMA. Make sure it's MP4, because if you go MP4 ISMA, the biggest you can make the screen is 352 by 288, which is garbage. So if you go to MP4, now you have access to everything. So you want MP4 H264, and for data rate, erase the 256 out because that's garbage. I put 3500. Image size, I usually go 1280 by 720. Frame rate, you want to keep it at 30, unless you're making an awesome video that's 60 frames per second, then you can crank it up to 60, but you might as well leave it at 30 because YouTube will downgrade it to 30. Video options, you can leave that to main, and if you want the best quality possible, you can put a multi-pass filter on there. It takes a little longer, but you will get a better quality video out of it. I'll just leave it on faster. That's where it was when I did that test. Under audio, it's AAC, LC music. That's the only option you have. For data rate, you can turn that up. I usually leave it at 192. Stereo channel, still want mono. Sample rate, bring it up to 48 kilohertz. Encoding, I always say best. And streaming, don't even worry about that tab. So here we go. That's the settings that I used to pull that video off. And the approximate file size, they say, is 13.845 kilobytes, so 13.8 megabytes. Then you click OK, brings you back out to here. Name it whatever you want to call it, so we'll call it Pug1 Test MP4 encoded. We'll hit the save button, and it's going to do its thing. Now, keep in mind, guys, this computer is ancient. It's a 6-year-old machine. I'm also doing a screen recording, so you're probably watching the time bounce around going, holy crap, what the hell's going on? What we're dealing with here is a Core 2 Duo 1.83 gigahertz with 4 gigs of RAM and an onboard 64 meg Intel video card that really sucks. So Pug1's computer will be a lot faster because he's rocking a 2.4 gigahertz Core 2 Duo with 8 gigs of DDR3 1333. I'm running 667 megahertz RAM. He's running 1333 DDR3. And he's got an actual video card. He has the NVIDIA 9400 in his. I don't. My video card's currently spooging memory from my RAM banks. So it really makes it run like a bag. But it gets the job done. Well, we'll let this here render, and then I'll show you the difference between the two videos. The one that was rendered through iMovie, and the one that was rendered through the actual QuickTime renderer. And you be the judge. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for the test videos. Alrighty, so this is just a quick test video for OnePugLife. I'm going to try and render this format to be smaller than the stock rendering format that iMovie offers. I'm going to demonstrate how to do it, and we'll see if we can get this job done. Shooting a second clip here just to make sure that we can do a transitional phase and all that junk. And yeah, stuff and junk and more stuff and junk. So now we have 2 clips to play with. Right on.